It's not hard to see how this place attracts artists, like ceramicist Richard Prentice, who moved here in 2009. Hi Richard, good to meet you.
Hi Derek, good to meet you too.
And who's your friend?
This is Tinto, my Welsh Terrier.
So, what influences your work then?
Well, it's the Pembrokeshire coast. It's fantastic. The light is incredible, particularly on a day like today. And the rock formations, the whole scenery that we have here is just spectacular. It's hard not to be influenced by it.
Can you tell me about some of the pieces you've made?
Yeah, so I make something called a sea globe, which is a very contemporary form on a classical jar shape, and the glazing reflects the coastal views and sceneries. I use a lot of precious metals and lustres to reflect this stunning light that we have down here. And I also do some pieces that reflect the historical industrial side of Pembrokeshire, which I think very few people know about. So I make something called a colliery pot, and they're made from a black clay. They've got chimneys that are reminiscent of the collieries near to where my studio is. I mean, you're welcome to come and have a look and make some pots with me if you like.
That sounds like fun.
Come on, Tinto. Here you go.
Thank you.
It's for you.
So you're going to show me how to do it first, and then maybe I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be an expert before we finish.
I'm not sure about that.
Most potter's wheels are electric, but this one is just a kick wheel. So first of all, we need to centre the clay, which we do by just pushing it down and out and bringing it back up again, keeping your hand firm against the edge here to ensure that the clay doesn't move. So you're pushing in there. So when we've got the clay centred, all we're going to do, we're going to go in. So pull the clay from the bottom all the way up.
Just like that?
Just like that. And then...
I don't think mine's going to turn out like that somehow.
I'm sure you'll be fine. It's much... This is a really lovely clay. It's smooth, it's easy to work with. So we'll just thin that off at the top. All right?
You make it look so simple.
You'll be fine. Here we go. Right. Move the wheel around and start kicking. Use a sponge, wet the clay.
How's that?
That's good. And push the clay downwards, first of all.
Keep pedalling.
Keep pedalling. It's a little like tapping your stomach and rubbing your head, or whichever way round it was. Put your left hand on top of the clay.
Like that?
Just push it down a bit. And keep your right hand on the side of the clay as well. Arm down here so it doesn't move. There you go. Keep pedalling. Is it moving?
Yeah, it's kind of flattening out.
Okay, now put both your arms down on the side and then push in.
It's rising.
It's rising. Keep it going.
Keep squeezing.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, something's...
Ah, I think we may have detached it from the...
That's not a good thing, is it?
I'm no quitter. Let's try again.
Right, so you've got the clay centred. You're basically going to start making the hole, and you need to do it in one single motion. And stick your thumb in. There you go. Right, I'd stop there. Right, just pop some water in. There. Right. Put your left-hand index finger in there. Yeah. You want to basically pull the clay from the bottom upwards, like a pinching motion, like that. Squeezing the clay so the pot comes up and the hole opens. Oh, something's happening there.
Something is happening.
There you go. That's all you're going to do is just keep bringing the clay, thinning it out and bringing it to the top so you have a nice even pot. Good. Just do it in one single seamless motion. Just squeezing. You'll feel the thickness of the clay between your fingers.
It reminds me of the generation game, this.
It is. You're doing really well, actually. Oh, famous last words. It's a jug. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'd slow your wheel down before we all get splattered.
Well, it's quite artistic.
I think it's very artistic, actually.
I'd buy that.
Yeah, no, that's good. Usually you put the lip on a jug at the end, but you seem to have done it whilst we've been throwing.
It's a new technique.
It's good.
Everything has to dry before it goes into the kiln, but Richard wants me to have a go at the finishing touches to another pot he started decorating. He started on the bottom half with a mixture of pigment and runny clay, called slip. Now it's my turn on the top.
How's that?
That's all right.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
For how long for?
There's hope for you yet. You can always put vertical lines on it, or wavy lines, or
Wavy lines. Just move the
Yeah.
brush up and down.
as it's going round. Oh,
See, that's your
that
fault
might-
for telling me to go up and down.
but that looks all right.
Marks out of 10.
I'd give you an 8 for that.
That's pretty fair.
You're on your way to becoming a master potter.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon there's some hope there.
Thanks for letting me have a go.
Cheers, Derek. Take care.
That was great fun, but I think I'd better leave the pottery to Richard.